you already know what time it is. We out here cooking. The one that started it all. The big Sunday morning walks. And look at me, thinking about not even coming up on here. How selfish of me. How measly of me. I know I need to be up on this thing. Whew. Some people like to give dates, some people don't. I'll probably stop, but I don't know. It's August, 15th, middle of August. August just got up in this thing. Of course, we all know that. I used to say, time has been shifted to just having a beginning, middle, and ending. It's like your day has a beginning, middle, and an ending. It's like time, the individual numbers don't even matter so much no more. With the whole work system and the time being broke with that, ain't nobody pressing nobody hard for timelines, really. You got a morning, you got a beginning of the day, a middle of the day, and an end of the day, man. And they move so quick and blur so fast that it's like, and that crosses over into the months, and that crosses over into the weeks. A week ain't nothing but a beginning, middle, and end. And then it's over with. Same thing with a month, man. August just got up in this thing, man. And we up in the middle already. Which of course means it's August, so we're already well past half the year. We're about to get ready to wrap up 2021. Them double deuces about to come through here in a minute, my friend. And we know how these years talking. We know that 2020 vision. We know what we saw when we got that 2020 vision. Then the year of the 21. The year of the 21. The year of maturity. I keep saying I want to do this piece because I'm starting to do stuff on a little open mic, which I've never tried to concentrate this thing down to a point. But, I'm getting the feeling that that's what I need to do. That's part of the problem. Well, not the problem, but I've been doing it so diffusely. I have 7, 8 books of little notes and things. None complete, but some of them are getting there. But I never try to distill it down. And of course, the idea is not to get too perfect about it. So it's that balance. But anyway, time, that 21. That's what I was saying, and I was trying to figure out something to talk about this 21, this year of completion, 3 sevens, 7 3 times, like a trimester, bro, like a pregnancy, a birth. 7 a number of completion, 7 3 times, 21. We've grown from youth to middle, and that last stage, the late teen. And now we're the 21, the fully developed adult. Hey, at 21 you can drink. So somewhere somehow that number's being used to mark a delineation, a demarcation of your age that you're allowed to do something. It says please drink responsibly. Somewhere in there you're being given the authority to do something, or the right, or whatever you want to call it, because you done crossed that 21. And that's where we are here. And the 21 is like, here's the parts and the pieces. Here's where you've gone at this point, your history. You've got a glimpse of the future. You know where you've been. You can kind of see where you're going. You know what you've been doing. Boom, here you are. 21, what you want to do it, and the world is really like this now. What? And that's like, an adult, raising kids, and just, it's interesting walking through the experience of your children, because they're so myopic. That's one of the biggest struggles of being a parent, is the nearsightedness of your children. And the thing about it, Because me and my wife has brought another teen into our home, another teen boy who has some issues, of course, but it's all good. You know, he's been with us a little while now. And it's just, and looking at him and looking at the refraction and reflection of my own children, you know, how vastly different two 15-year-olds can be, or you know, whatever. And, you know, it's their myopia. You can either get frustrated with it, which happens, you know, there are all my parents out there. You can't see the importance of this, you know, but they don't know. And part of the balance of being an adult is like, you're supposed to walk them through it, not berate them through it, not, you know, punish them through it, not, you know, resent them through it. You know, all these different things that will try to crop up as you deal with different stages. And some people deal with the little kid stage more better. Some people like the teens. You know, but ain't none of them are adults. None of them understand the spectrum as it becomes clearer to us as adults, especially when we start getting up in our years a little bit. You know, the appreciation for maturation. I don't know if I've said that before, but that's a thought that came to me about 2 weeks ago. And you know, that's what this whole 21 thing has been. You know, just appreciating what the passage of time gives you if you let it. You know, if you can get frustrated with your children, if you can walk through the experience, through seeing life for the first time, through the new perspectives that they bring. Because, see, they're being molded by factors that you weren't molded by. Just like I and my generation was molded by factors our generation wasn't molded by. And it matters. And, of course, being the times that we're in, so you're dealing with the general immaturity that they have, their myopia, on top of the world has changed so drastically. And if you're in a certain bent, you know, whatever, or you just you know, just looking at the world, you can see, man, what the hell? And what? And you trying to raise kids in this thing, so they're being shaped by it, and they don't know any better. That's the whole other thing. Even if you teach them, they're still in this world, you know. That's everybody's got to deal with that. And so you're dealing with that double whammy. But the grace, and this is where God's grace comes in. Give us the grace to walk through this thing. When somebody does something gracefully, it's not a laborious thing. It's not done begrudgingly. It's not slammed together. There's no compassion in it. But with grace comes all that. That's why God's grace is such a beautifully simple, but it encompasses so much. Give us the grace to walk through this time. Give us the grace to actually learn something from this time. That takes grace. That takes God's grace, because this is trill out here, my friend. And walking your children through this thing, and they don't know, and now we don't know a lot of stuff, you know. So that 21 is real, man. That maturity, you know. We got the vision in the 20, but all right, you done seen what's up. Now, next step is now as an adult. When your kids get grown, now what you gonna do with your life? You can't control them no more. They have the right to do what they want. We have the right to do what we want. And I'll go ahead and slap this in here, because this came the other day. So what we're essentially dealing with is what we're separating. I was here to, you know, this division thing, but there's also division in the word. You know, wheat from tares, sheep from goats. You know, there is a division. You know, that I see that being the greatest curse, the greatest virus is division right now. But a certain division has to happen. There's going to have to be some kind of pulling away. It's basically saying there's going to become a time where there's some that are too far gone, so far to the point that you have to separate from them. That's really what the whole thing is about. Is now you got to come up out of that. We can do a whole lot of stuff, but what we're not going to do, and that looks so different in so many ways, don't get lost. So a division is happening, the wheat and the tares, but it's like what the division is: adults that can handle responsibility and those who cannot. If you need to come down to a practical, just walking on the street level. As we all know, there are adults that become adults or people that become adults who never really become adults. They can't handle it. They ruin their lives and many times other people's lives as well. They couldn't handle the freedom. We all got to learn how to handle the freedom. We all tested the boundaries and did this and that. That's part of growing up. But what does that look like when it's on the level that we're playing on now? Adult enough to feed yourself, to take care of yourself, manage your adulting, as they say. That's funny, and there's even the push, nobody wants to be adulting. We made being an adult a bad thing. When you just look at the whole operation, man, nobody wants to be an adult, nobody wants to be a family. The whole trend of going home for Thanksgiving is, you got to be drunk and you dread it. That became a whole thing in itself. And that's the thing, when something becomes a thing, people start believing in the thing. I was going to say something, but I'm not. But I wasn't even trying to get off in all this. Was just this time thing. And these double twos about to come up in this thing. What's that 22 going to bring, bro? I got to wait for it to get here to feel the energy from it. I ain't about to try to call it. Right now. But it's a double multiplication. I don't know. Twin, digital twin. I'm not going to even get into digital twin right now because that's a whole other thing. And I think I got a nice little video here where I can talk about time and maturity and just leave it alone. So I think I am. So I don't got to do a bunch of editing. But I don't know, I might stop this right here and then start cooking on this double, this multiplication thing. But is there anything else I want to say about time? This walk is lovely, y'all. I'm sorry. I bring it right down, man. Sunday morning, man. It's quiet as a mug. I know what I want to talk about and the reason why I turned this camera on. But yeah, I definitely want to put that to the side because I want to keep this as one thing. But just lovely. This is what started all these big walks on Sunday morning. It's funny, my wife was complaining because she left her Fitbit the other day. She went for a big walk. And she mad because she, it's not counting her steps. And here I am. I left my joint off too because I was charging it. And now I feel her anger from yesterday. It's funny because I was like, why are you making a big deal? I didn't say it, but you making a big deal about your thing. You got the steps. But yeah, it sucks when you don't got your thing on. Count your steps, baby. Track it, But no, I messed around and left mine, so I don't know. But yeah, man, there's been some mornings I done took 11,000 steps. I walked 90 minutes, almost 2 hours one Sunday morning. This is what the channel started, God Walks. Big walks where I'm looking at my life on 3 levels. All right, I'm cutting it right here. I ain't gonna keep going. Y'all take it easy.